everybody's Perfect Flex Talk Radio, and our host is currently on mute right now.
Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
I don't know what's going on around here, Vince Vaughn. Listen, welcome to the show. The pros, icons, and ayatollahs of rock and roll listen to, including when the mute buttons get muted. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but we are here. We are live. They got to go tell Roman that they're unsuccessful. They're like, oh, shit, I'm not fucking telling them I failed. Here's where I like this story. Look how they still stand behind Roman. Here's the difference between the two bloodlines. Solo's bloodline's like what he said on WWE.com. Look at my soldiers. The bloodline, Solo's bloodline, looks like they had died for him. Roman's bloodline still looks kind of scared and timid to approach him.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Flex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready?
Link in the bio.
Let's
right
go!
now.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome yourselves back to Unpopular Review, the Mike Knoxxx Show, the #1 show in all of wrestling podcasts. I come from my own channel. I come from my own producer. I come from the one backstage holding me down for over decades, Victorious 1301 King Vaughn Jr. on the Twitter, that is, that makes this the show the pros, ayatollahs, and rock and rollers all listen to, including you. And welcoming back to the program, Honey B as well. Girl, you seem muted. There you go. She's there. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, we didn't have you for 2 weeks, and that's okay. You know, I had people were like, well, Mike said 7. Did she match? I said, no, she said she'll be back. You know, she has some engagements and things like that.
I am back. I just had a birthday, so, you know.
That's right. Happy birthday to you. That's right.
Thank you.
Y'all go ahead and book it right now. All right? I'll get that girl signed somewhere, okay? Listen, I'm going to do a little show today, Vaughn. I appeared on our SmackDown show on Saturday on YouTube, the SmackDown Penitentiary. Y'all know what that is.
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
And with Vic Damone, G and the Mark, and the Z is never silent, Dice Man. And I said, you know what? I want to go talk. I'm preparing to move, you know. So I figured, hell, why not just not do a show?
Thank you, Bob.
Beautiful, vivacious, special, wonderful, voluptuous sex pot of a wife that I have was like, you got to go on your own platform and talk about it. It's the Mike Knoxxx Show. So I said, damn it, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, hit the share button, all that good stuff. Because, you know, if we go live, I know that we're going live. And as always, thank you to the chat. Avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugans is always on fire. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So,
thank you, Charmaine.
Give me a couple minutes, guys. All right, my microphone. I know, I'm getting a new one. It's already ordered. I'm moving. I apologize. I tried to keep this Blue Yeti for as long as I could. I'm sorry. I know it's not the industry #1 no more, but it's my #1. Okay? So big things coming soon next to you. What's going on, Dennis, as well? I am the $1 Million host. You guys are the $1 Million audience, and we tag in and out to form the $1 Million Connection. Again, I'm going to have a show today, Honeybee. And then SmackDown came on. And the last time I really marked out, outside of being at WrestleMania, of course, right? Like that don't count. Like I was at WrestleMania 40. That's not counting that moment. Was Vaughn, when you said about over a year ago when I was the first one to say Punk at Survivor Series, I'm just saying, acknowledge Roman Reigns, then acknowledge Mike Knoxxx, because I'm always calling this shit right. And by the way, fuck you, Dave Meltzer, and all his Goonies. Okay, and not like the real Goonies, because like I'm our actual real Goonie, so not those poop butts. That's what I say, the poop butts over there. Right. All right, we give you real news. What's going on? We are live on the TikTok as well. So live on TikTok as well. Thanks to my nephew Drip Jesus for putting me on to getting live on TikTok. So I appreciate that as well. And of course, all you groups, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share as well. But let's talk about today's show, because I don't want to hear this. I got done. No, my wife gave me a glass of red wine. We watched Goodfellas, and now I want some sausage and some peppers. Okay, so I got a nice meal waiting on me. But I'm marked out this week, Honeybee. Mm-hmm. Because if this ain't the damnedest picture in the since WrestleMania 40, see how I had to pull it back. Man. What you think about this moment? I was marking the fuck out.
Let me say this. So when I was watching it, I was watching it on my phone, and I had just picked my sister up from work. So at that time, it was the Ciampa and the Montez Ford match. So we get to my mom's house. They're doing the Bloodline stuff. We're standing there. I have the phone in my hand. So as Roman grabs the mic and he's about to say something, and Paul says, this little ladies and gentlemen, I fell to my knees, and my sister damn near took out the room because we were like, oh my gosh. So then she goes, I love you, but I'm going to be mad and I'm going to throw your phone if you bring out Brock Lesnar. I'm like, wait.
What?
What if it's not Brock? What if it's CM Punk? She's like, okay, I can deal with that. So lucky it was CM Punk, because then I wouldn't have a phone. So yeah. You marked out, I marked out just as much. I was so hyped to hear his voice, and I was even more hyped to see CM Punk.
Listen, the only thing I hate, Honeybee, being a Chicagoan, you know what I'm saying? A real one, real ones come from South Side. Sorry if you're not from the South Side. We just, you're from Chicago, but you're not South Side. You don't count. Okay. So, except for the Brat, we do claim the Brat. We do claim the Brat. She's West Side. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. But anywho, I hate they call him the second city's favorite son. I've always hated that term, the second city. It's a demotion. Okay, so I made shout out to Dice Man. Maybe when it says that word about Baby Jordan, to me that's a pride thing to say. You're calling somebody Baby Jordan, but to call someone the second city, like my son's Michael the Second, because he comes from my greatness. What's trying to say New York is great? Okay, I digress, New Yorkers. I apologize. Your city stinks and full of rats. But you got good food and good art. So how about that? And I do love your music, New York. Well, I used to love your music. So, but CM Punk in this moment, let's run this shit over. So Solo comes out, right? Mm-hmm. And again, it's been said on Saturday. What's going on?
Hey, Solo
is killing it right now. I don't care. Nobody say you don't like Solo, then get up off the way. Shout out to my man Sandman, okay, in the Wrestling Council group, who I saw a post that say, this Bloodline shit been going on for 5 years. I'm tired of this shit. No, I'm not. It doesn't get boring. It just gets better and better. And it's not like I'm not sure how age this wine is. I ain't going to front, you know what I'm saying? But it gets better at wine, okay? It's not the darker the berry. It's just the older the berry. The sweet.
Right. And I only feel like people don't like the Bloodline stuff because it's strictly Bloodline and they've had such a long storyline, whereas other people don't get that longevity of a storyline. But it's like, even when they try to give a storyline, sometimes the crowd doesn't take to it. So it's like we're taking to what's going on with the Bloodline stuff. So they're going to keep giving it to us. Like, why fix something if it's not broken?
Solo deserves, you know what it is, Jeffrey? You know what we call him? Shug Sikoa. Okay, it's Doug Chappelle right there. That man comes out, the rant, but we're going to talk some conspiracy theories also. So he comes out, he's like, look, man, I got my soldiers, okay, including my Australian Samoan back here. Mm-hmm. He comes out, meanwhile, my daughter going ape shit in the back because she loves the T-shirts, you know what I'm saying? And then, boom, he's like, what you going to do? Just surrender. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a punk ass. Just go ahead and acknowledge me. Just Solo, you. Oh, that shit. It matches his body, though. I do find that very funny when he talks. It matches his body, the way he looks. They really don't. But here's the man, the microphone, like you just said. Roman's thinking about it, about to take it. Pause. And look, so Paul. Look at that dress, y'all. I'm sorry. Look how they're dressed. Uh-oh. Is Paul gonna turn on Roman? He's turned on everybody else he's ever managed. Everybody else he's turned on. Not saying he's turning, just saying I like to put some breadcrumbs out there. I'm a little hungry tonight.
Yo, it's man.
He says you can't have a Survivor Series with just this. It ain't complete. It ain't right. And boom, the music hits. And here's what I loved about it. Here's why I popped. Not just because it's CM Punk, because I personally would have preferred Brock Lesnar because I'm a huge Brock Lesnar mark. But I also love CM Punk, and I can get two shits who it was. Okay. I just didn't want it to be Seth freaking Rollins.
No, I get that. I definitely get that.
Because everyone who's anyone, right, kept over and over and overly saying, because it was taped, we knew that Bronson, I went to my daughter. I said, excuse me, let's see if you're an intelligent wrestling fan. I said, baby girl, so you know who the other member going to be, right? And she said, Seth Rollins, because everybody thought it just was the intelligent wrestling thing to do.
Yeah.
Think it was Seth. You get it, you're over. But no one's over for me in my household other than Roman Reigns than CM Punk. Okay, this was epic to me. Fisticuffs go, and then we get the OTC versus the best in the world. And I had to listen. I had the headphones on, was on the game. I had to put it down, honeybee. Nobody knew what would happen. It's like, Mike, where you go? I'm gone. CM Punk's on the screen. I can't hear you, motherfuckers.
I can't even pay attention.
CM Punk right now. Your moment when you see this, because I thought personally, and we're going to talk about this right here, Vaughn, as well. This is 100% great fucking booking. Okay.
Absolutely.
It is great fucking booking. I'm saying again, great fucking booking. Is this Survivor Series match now with CM Punk? And again, the picture is just so epic. Okay. Of them with the bloodline. I thought it was scrumdiddlyumptious. I'll just say that much. I did. I thought it was that good of a product and that of a storyline. I'm not tired of this bloodline stuff yet. How can we get over the bloodline stuff? Like Charmaine watching us on TikTok as well. Thank you. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Listen, wrestling fans, the link is in the bio. Come on over to the YouTube page. I'm trying to set some things up. I'm moving to make sure we are live on everybody live, including from you here on TikTok as well. Someone's going to be pissed off, and that's the thing, right? I want to talk about that, Jeffrey. I just want to go back to that, and I'm glad you brought that. Because I say great fucking booking is, but what does this leave Seth? How mad will Seth be? Right, honeybee? What? You gonna join him now? Right? DJ goes. It's great, right? Somebody said this isn't making any fucking sense. And then Dice, there's this show for the intelligent wrestling fan, and everything I touch turns into Midas gold. So he was intelligently touched by Mike Knoxxx, pause, and was like, all the things they've done together, it's only one thing with Paul CM Punk. And of course, it just came out later in the day that you'll get that was the rumor, Brock, or I think you just alluded to that as well.
Yeah.
Or CM Punk. So when you did, like you said, when you found it with CM Punk, what did you think about it? Was this great booking to you, or just they just
because I want Seth to be just like Drew. I want and be like Kevin. I want them all to keep that same attitude and that same energy toward Roman and his bloodline when it comes to them trying to get the title from him and them being screwed over. So the fact that the reason CM Punk is here is because of Paul. Everybody's forgetting that Paul is now the middleman. And so with him going to Paul and say, hey, I'm here to help you, blah, blah, blah. Well, Roman's calling Paul saying, hey, I need a fifth member. Go help them real quick. And then you and I are probably, after all of this, is probably going to get back onto what we used to do. I'm going to leave the bloodline stuff alone, let them figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Or he might juggle them both. There's no telling. But I think it's really good. I didn't really want Seth to be the reason to make the 5th member, even with them bringing Bronson Reed on here. I did not agree that Seth should be on the team. Turn your mic back on.
I didn't want it either when it happened, but I figured it would once they picked Bronson.
Yeah.
Okay. And I thought because of them picking Bronson, how it couldn't be so bad, right? Because I like Bronson. It makes sense in that sense. It made way more sense than the earlier rumor, which I said from the beginning was a stupid rumor of it being Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, so wait, real quick, time out. What happened to Braun Strowman?
Who knows? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? That big some bitch is somewhere.
Because I would between CM Punk and freaking Braun, I would have chose Braun to have that Braun.
That rumor, I get it. If they would have continued that, that story between them after the Monsters match, it was over, and then you went right back to Seth. So I would see that if Seth was probably hurt. You know what I mean? In that kind of manner. But again, I think this was just 100% great fucking booking. Okay, like, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And there is Braun hurt. Of course, whenever you don't see somebody hurt, we know that. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that. But what the fuck was this? And I want to talk about this after a second. We're going to take a break. We're going to go back to everybody's new favorite segment. Tag me on my wall. It's all about my daughter. Well, goddamn, here she go. We'll be right back.
Girl.
What?
Welcome to Wondering About WWE. I'm Michaela, and we are just wondering about WWE, Raw and SmackDown. You already know we start off with SmackDown, we go over to Raw, and we only talk about the stuff I care about, because some things I don't care about. So we're going to start off with Raw. Obviously, Rhea Ripley returning. I really thought it was gonna be not Rhea. Who did I think it was gonna be? Bayley. I thought Bayley was gonna come out and back them up and try to prove to Bianca and Jade that she's good now. But it was Rhea, and I'm so happy she's back. Even though she's still injured, she has the whole face thing on still. But she's back. And then I think their match was confirmed for Survivor Series. And I want Rhea and them to win, but I don't think they're going to. And with the whole Jade Cargill business, which I'm gonna get into, I hope she's not injured. And before I keep explaining the whole Jade Cargill business, I think my dad's absolutely insane and wrong. And if he's not wrong, then I sincerely apologize. But I think he's dead wrong. And then we have Seth Rollins losing to Bronson. I knew that was going to happen. But then this also leads us into the Bloodline business. I did not think it was going to be CM Punk. At all. It was either Seth or The Rock, which I didn't think was going to be him at all. But I definitely did not think it was going to be CM Punk. I'm not mad. I love CM Punk. But not that. I didn't think it was going to be CM Punk at all. And I'm glad Paul Heyman's back. He's the best. It should have been Paul Heyman instead of CM Punk fighting them. But the whole Bloodline business, I hope the Bloodline wins at Survivor Series. I don't think they're going to. I don't know why. I just have this gut feeling, this heartache that they're not going to win. But if they don't win, I'm going to get very mad. And if they don't win, it's going to be Sammy's fault. I don't care. If they don't win, it's Sammy's fault. Because last time they did Survivor Series, there was that whole business with Kevin Owens, I think. I think it's going to be Sammy's fault if they lose. Or The Rock comes out in Survivor Series. I think The Rock's going to show up. I want him to, but he's working on the Moana. He's back in Hollywood, so I don't know really if he's going to show up. And like I explained with the Jade Cargill business, I still think my dad's dead wrong. And the fact that Bianca lost makes me more mad. I'm glad Chelsea won. Because that's a challenge out the way. Because if Bianca won, it would have been difficult for the person I want to win. And I want Naomi to win. Naomi deserves to win, I think. I think she deserves a title reign and a storyline. Because they're acting like she's just a side character. And in my heart, she's never a side character. But that is all. As you guys know, I can't talk about it like this. I know it's sad to see your favorite segment go, but let's go back over to the Tribal Chief.
Well, that's my baby, yo. Like, when I tell y'all that at my house, so I'll be brainwashing them. I try, but after a while, you know what I mean? I admire the leave me alones and the make. Look, I'll play them in fighting games. You know why I'll play them in fighting games? Because they be talking mad shit in fighting games. But baby girl, I hate to burst your bubble, okay? But it did come out today that Jade is actually hurt. Apparently a neck injury, and I say apparently because WWE themselves has not reported this, and y'all know I live by the hashtag death to dirt sheets. But when the dirt sheets do something correctly, it's typically about injuries and who they're marrying and all that other bullshit. So I can say that if they heard this or they saw this, that it more likely is right. What I am in defense of, despite where I'm going to take this segment of the show, Michaela, wondering about WWE, okay, is that I do not believe the bullshit that they putting her back in NXT because she's not good enough to be on the main roster. If you think that, if you write that, if you share that, then apparently you have not been listening to the number one motherfucking wrestling podcast you just didn't know about, the Mike Knoxxx Show. Okay, because that's not going to happen. Once you start making money of that level, you don't go backwards. This ain't Major League Baseball where all of a sudden she starts sucking and then she goes to the, AAA or AA. This is wrestling. If they don't like you, they fire you. Okay? They don't send you back to NXT. It wouldn't do her character any good. Okay? Now, with that out of the way, let me just tell y'all how I feel about this situation, honeybee. I'm going to get out, and then I want you to retort it for me, okay, honeybee? Retort this, okay? First of all, what the fuck? It looks fake as hell to me. I'm just going to start off by saying that. Jade Cargill's injury is not real. That's what Michaela Williams was talking about. It's fabricated, and it's a farce, okay?
Did you read all of what she had?
Lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's fake. Okay? But so here's a former timeline. Bianca Belair, because she's jealous. Okay, here's my thing. If she really is hurt, which I think she really is hurt in the first place, then this is where we're going to get to all the bullshit we saw that kept giving us a little bit of tidbits, including week before last Battle Royal, right? And then we go back to the Royal Rumble moment, that moment that fans want. I do want it. I just don't think Jade Cargill is ready to let go of being Grogu yet to her Mandalorian, which is Bianca Belair. Now, right. Bianca Belair, she's going to win. Why can't my shit? That's not CEO, y'all, because Mercedes Moné is ass. Bring back Sasha Banks. But my black girl magic. Why can't she be the first United States Women's Champion, okay? Because it's not Charlotte Flair. The greatest women wrestler. Then I don't know what it is. Okay, so they play my girl out like a yo-yo. She's in there dancing. She's doing her thing. She's doing what Bianca Belair always does. And what is that, people? Be the GOAT. Be the GOAT in waiting. I'm sorry, because Charlotte right now is the GOAT. Be the GOAT in waiting. How did she become the GOAT in waiting? How did she become Solo Sikoa? Right? Roman said, Solo, you're the next tribal chief. Charlotte had said, in my mind, Bianca, you're the next best thing, girl. Once I'm gone, I am the line. So unfortunately, you still gotta wait. Boom. She's doing what she's doing. She's signing, looking so beautiful, and all of a sudden she gets a video package of this. Where the fuck did the video package come from? Somebody tell me that. She's in the middle of a match, and all of a sudden they're gonna pop this on the screen. Oh, your girl just got her ass whipped and thrown into a damn car. Really? How bad did they beat her ass? So initially, first thought comes to your mind, it has to be Rhea in them, right? I mean, not Rhea in them, Liv Morgan in them, and Raquel Rodriguez, right? Then I go, nah, it can't be them. They're not that deep. Then I say, look at this girl's face, right? Look at this girl's face. Bianca's like, yo, who fucked up my bitch? Now, I can't call her that, right? Because I'm not a woman. I'm not a black woman. You damn sure don't call a black woman a bitch. If you do, you better watch out for some hot water, some hot grits, something. You're going to get fucked up, right? So she goes, oh, my bitch is fucked up. Right? And then boom. Look at her face. Look at Bayley's face. Look at Bayley's face. Back in the ring, Chelsea Green. All of a sudden, now you want Chelsea Green to be champion. Chelsea Green has had a great year and a half. No, I do not want the first United States Women's Champion to be a gimmick act and a comedic act. That's all. Nothing against her, just not in the comedy world. I will get to that in a second. You distracted me, Vaughn. You distracted me. Okay, but I appreciate it. Yo, listen, Vaughn's been here forever, Dice, if you're watching, and now he's putting up comments. Fuck me up. Keep it going, Vaughn. You do your thing, boy. All right? So then Chelsea wins, everybody busting a whole grape nut over it all, and then boom. She moves on. Oh, look who's already moved on. Bailey's moved on. Jade was there, but now Jade is gone. They just Hulk Hogan her ass. Out of nowhere, she got fucking Hulk Hogan. Yep, I said his name, but y'all know he ain't here in my world. Not on my show. Who? Not that man. Okay, so he gone. So then, you look at that, and you go, I can't even speak. That's black girl magic. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, then she's jealous. She's jealous of Bianca Belair. Okay, and look at Bailey. That's how you know it's Bailey, y'all. The seeds were planted, right? Because my story says it's it's orchestrated between Jade and Bailey, right? It's on some thin line between love and hate shit. She didn't really get beat up. She beat her own self up and called the cops. Go watch the movie, y'all. Don't become a girl. You love them for no reason. You don't love them. They're going to fuck you up, okay? But just for story purposes, this is my story. Don't think it's correct and right at all. 100% is Bailey by herself. But follow me. Look at her face. Still mad. Look at her face. You know why she's mad? Y'all know why Bailey ain't mad? Where you at, Dice? You know why your shaved head goddess queen ain't? Because she ain't got no BG in her, brother. Okay? Point blank and simple. Damn! You got her. Simple as that. You know why?
Who are you rooting for tonight? I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
It's that simple. I love me some Pamela Martinez. Hashtag I love Pamela Martinez. There you go. You happy? But I'm not picking that girl with that BGM. BGM. Come on now. Y'all crazy. Absolutely crazy. In the back, looking like that. Ding dong. Hello, it is Bailey, the accomplished one here. But don't forget this why. Because Belair is the queen. Y'all see them stats? This is why Jade Cargill is mad. Because she's supposed to be this girl. 2 years ago today, because, takes what they call that shit, time hop on that stuff is really good to you in your phone. Bow Wow was the biggest thing that happened to Jade Cargill. No offense towards Bow Wow. They call me Little Bow Wow. You just don't know. This ain't 2004. Okay? He's still a legend to me. Y'all can't make fun of Bow Wow because y'all don't respect the man, but I can still make fun of the man because he be playing himself. But still, that's the biggest thing. The thing was Bow Wow. Imagine stepping with the big dogs. And I ain't called Bianca no bitch. I just said she just stepped with the big dogs. Honeybee.
Yes.
What do you think about my story?
I do think she did do something to herself because
whoa.
What I do? What did I do?
That was a great answer.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think she did do it to herself because, again, the list of injuries that girl has is laughable. How do you tell cardio MCL?
Did you read the list?
Yes, it was a list. And then the little eye lacerations, and then it said something about her spine was messed up. And then the way that she fell, her leg was all Family Guy bent and stuff. I'm like, did she hit a brick wall or something? Like what? I don't know anybody on the roster right now who could really do that. So yeah, I think she really did that to herself. I don't think Naomi did it. It could be a possibility that Bailey did it, but
all I need is one. All I need is one, and I got one, Vaughn. That's how it starts. See, baby girl, I'm not crazy. I got one.
Like, if Bailey did it, I don't see her being mad about the tag team titles. So it's like she's really just doing this out of spite. You know what I mean?
Listen, I got to comment on this for just 1 second. That's hilarious. Talk about that guy. Jay was doing. Listen, Sandman. You're gonna get up off my bloodline. I just brought you up too not too long ago. You're gonna get up off this bloodline shit. It's great. But thanks for the comment. Thanks for listening, my G. New album out, y'all. My man Sandman, check him out. All right, y'all ain't ready for that juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? But listen, honeybee, listen. See what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. The IWC, which, obviously I'm not a part of it, but I'm on the internet talking, right? I'm on TikTok live, you know what I'm saying? So it's like being in church. I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know what I mean? I dabble there, but y'all motherfuckers crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just stay here and say my prayers. You know what I mean? I don't actually step foot in church. You know what I mean? But I just still praise them. Okay? That's the IWC. I talk to you for a little bit, but I praise myself because y'all be stupid as fuck. Okay? But the IWC will tell you, that girl, either she's going to get demoted or let's get that rivalry right away. And I said from the beginning, you do not want that right away. If Jade would have went right towards Bianca, Jade's career would be over already.
Mm-hmm.
It took LA Knight 6 months to come back from the Miz verbal assassin whipping his ass on that microphone. Bad decision putting the Miz and LA Knight was a mismatch. It was like the rest of the UPR show trying to get the best for the year award again. There it is. I had to say it, Vaughn. They're here talking about an award show. We're the reigning, defending, and we may not win against champions, but I call bullshit because we know we're the best show because I put in more effort and time than all you motherfuckers. But guess what? At the end of the day, we all still win. We all still win because we are UPR. Make sure you check out that show. The votes will be out this Cyber Monday. The first time ever giving fans the chance to vote on the awards this year. So make sure you go ahead and vote for us right here. It's best show, best host, funniest host. I don't think I ever win the funniest host award, but hey, it's some steep competition. Speaking of steep competition, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with This Week in Pro Wrestling, and we'll be right back, y'all, to the Mike Knoxxx Show.
This twerk music, yeah. Download that. Yo, baby, you got some work to do tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, she came out that bitch. Listen, look at all that. Look at that. Some people see this as imperfection. I look at it as the extra biscuit. Hold on. Why you gonna call me out like that? Like I'm not right here in front of you. You know why I don't like that. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with a little extra gravy on that biscuit. Yeah! That's why. There's no room for buffaloes in the bedroom. There's no room for that. What do you mean? Got time for all that curls?
Your man said I ain't got time for all them curls. That's crazy. Yo, your man is wilding right now.
That is absolutely the funniest moment on UPR this year. I don't give a good dog damn. EC, that deserves a fucking award. That deserves a fucking award. I do not care. That deserves an award. Right 2 years in a row, my man took his shirt off for some biscuits and gravy. Get the views up. God, biscuits and gravy. I do anything for the. You know I do anything for them views. Well, you know what? So will bitches with OnlyFans. You know.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
All right, well, of course, what's up, everybody? It's King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast and Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the week in wrestling history after we just saw Bizarro LL Cool J just now. But anyway, all right, so when it comes to the week in wrestling, November 25th, 1989, Jake Roberts defeated Ted DiBiase by countout. The Hart Foundation and the Rockers fought to a time limit draw, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated Macho King Randy Savage by countout in the main event of a house show Madison Square Garden. In 1992, Survivor Series took place. Of course, on that card, that's when Bret Hart retained the WWF Championship. Exactly how am I supposed to follow that? Anyway, Bret Hart retained the WWF Championship as he defeated Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels with a sharpshooter. The champion versus champion match, and of course, we also saw that Randy Savage and Mr. Perfect were victorious by DQ over Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. And of course, this is Perfect's first match back since SummerSlam. since SummerSlam. So of course, in the same night, The Undertaker defeated Kamala in the first ever coffin match. And of course, on the same day in 2001, Stone Cold Steve Austin retained the WWF title against Kurt Angle in the main event of a house show in Tulsa, Oklahoma. November 26, 1987 was the very first. Also, by the way, November 25th was also the 1 year anniversary of CM Punk's return at WarGames last year. So happy 1 year anniversary to Chicago legend CM Punk. November 26, 1987, the first WWF Survivor Series took place. Of course, Andre's team, Butch Reed, King Kong Bundy, One Man Gang, and Rick Rude defeated the team of WWF champion H. Hogan, which consisted of him, Bam Bam Bigelow, Don Morocco, Ken Patera, and Paul Orndorff. Of course, on the same day in 1987, Starrcade took place. Of course, that night, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard retained NWA tag team titles. Of course, Ric Flair defeated Rodney Garber for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, on the same day, 1994, Diesel defeated Bob Backlund to win back the WWF Championship in 8 seconds. November 27, 1991, The Undertaker defeated H. Hogan for his first ever WWF Championship in Survivor Series, which is the year after he made his debut, of course. Of course, on the same day in 2005, Survivor Series took place in St. Louis as Team SmackDown. Team SmackDown defeated Team Raw. November 28th, 1985, Starrcade took place, and of course, we saw the Dusty finish where Dusty defeated Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, before the decision was changed, on the same day in 2016, we had Sasha Banks capture the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair, Falls Count Anywhere match. November 29th, 1999, of course, we saw that Stephanie Test's wedding was interrupted by Triple H. And of course, as far as birthdays, November 25th, Blackjack Mulligan would turn 82. November 26th, Ivan turned 63. November 28th, Davey Boy Smith, British Bulldog, would have turned 62. Ernie Ladd would have turned 86. Of course, November 29th, Gene Okerlund would turn 82. And on the same day, JBL turns 58. And that's your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
And we are here, we are back, we are live. Honey B is back in the building as well. Saturday night main event is going to come up, y'all. And maybe after some things get to a head. Now what we know with Jade being hurt, that means the tag team titles will have to get vacant as well. A lot of upstart there. If the injury is what they're saying, it can last up to as much as 3 months, but also as far as a year. That can hold her in jeopardy, and a year is what this girl does not need a year off. I don't think it'll stun her shine like it does with some girls. So I think her star power, although wrestling fans want to act like they can do things she can't or look as good as she does, and they know they're not, nonetheless, that's not going to happen. So we wish her a speedy recovery back to the main roster. That's for sure. We need that black girl magic to come back. But I do like where it sits, and I do believe it's going to fall in the hands of it not being it being her in some way with her and Bianca. Because she does take significant time off. It's just a lot of ways you can go with this. And I like where that stands. I didn't want to be before you guys long this week because, like I said, I didn't want to do a show. I am getting ready to move. And thanks for the texts that came through with the microphone. I did something. Y'all know that every 6 months or so, my mic just does some weird fugazi type shit. It must be from like Name and Price or something. One of them punk ass motherfuckers from Baltimore or something. I'm not saying Baltimore is punks. I ain't messing with my Marlo or no Omar and none of that stuff. Even I'm just saying I know some punk ass people in Baltimore. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all I'm saying, baby. Everybody can get these straight. That's what it is. That's what it is. Votes and hoes, you know what I mean? So
that's so funny.
Survivor Series though is this week. Only 3 confirmed matches thus far. Now we can speculate and maybe say, because you gotta remember, I just put up there that this Saturday night main event thing. That's where I don't think you're gonna get Cody and KO here. I think KO, not KO, Cody kind of snuck it out when he mentioned Saturday night's main event and the promo on Friday. So that leads me to believe that won't be at this pay-per-view Survivor Series. So does that mean we get LA Knight versus Shinsuke here? What do you think about that, Honeybee?
Yeah, probably. I can see them doing that just to give LA Knight somebody to defend, because that's what they do with Shinsuke. He's more like a I'm just here to help make you look good type deal, but I'm not here to take the title because they're not going to give it to me, but I'm going to fight you for it. You know.
Listen,
I mean, we have the show tonight, so you got plenty of time to at least put one more show on there. I mean, one more match on there.
Well, Triple H's booking, right? He got better, so we know his typical thing is 5.
Mm-hmm.
And so last week, my number 4 moment was this Shinsuke moment. I thought it was a huge deal to bring Shinsuke back. I love this Shinsuke, Dolph Shinsuke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shinsuke, I'm loving that. So, but will that be hell for Saturday main event as well? Or something has me on this review. And it might have been, I don't know, but it's something's got to change with this injury. And there's only 2 matches probably should be enough announced where they put. I heard rumor of this again. Hashtag the dirt sheets or depth the dirt sheets. Shall I say? I'm sorry. Which I would love this. The Final Testament versus the Wyatt 6 in a traditional Survivor Series match. What do you think about that?
Ooh, I like that idea. That's actually not bad. And then they can definitely continue the story with the Miz and everything. I think that's actually a really good idea. I didn't even think of that.
I saw this. I can't take the credit. That's his Nietzsche's, not mine. But, I said that's not a bad idea to put in there because we just had a conversation on the last couple of shows. What do you prefer better, the WarGames Survivor Series or the traditional? I'm more of a traditional Survivor Series matches, save WarGames, where I'm used to it. I'm from the WCW, NWA type world for different events, not Survivor Series. I
right,
like
every year.
But if you could give them both to me, I think that's the perfect blend from someone like myself into what they've made recently the last few years in wrestling. But what we have Damian Priestess versus Gunther. Everybody first I love Gunther. I don't like Gunther. Now Gunther's this. His mic skills are this. Oh, I've been saying that for the utmost time, but he don't have to have great mic skills. He just has to make fun of people like he did with Goldberg and Bret Hart. That makes him goated to me. No matter what, though, I still think the Ring General wins this match. Your take?
I do too. I definitely agree. I probably the Judgment Day gonna come down and distract or do something to throw Damian off his game. So yeah,
I hope not. I hope that they have nothing to do with Damian Priest anymore. Let that shit ride. I'm tired of the 30 under 30 being dirty Dominic Mysterio being thrown around by this punk ass motherfucker named Damian Priest. So don't want to see that shit.
If not everybody, it'll be Finn.
I don't want to see it. Now the women's side.
This should have been a regular Survivor Series match.
I agree with that because I don't like women inside. I thought last year's match. I'm going to say this. I'm being fair. I think women pulled it down. To me, NXT surviving because of the women's division. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to say what I say about this. I have not been a fan of the women's WarGames matches. Yeah. Because a lot of times in women's WarGame matches, they tend to start to look like a women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. Where I see a lot of standing around, it depends on the people. And they got all the greats in here, so maybe there can be some things that can be done. This is also a place to see what's going to happen also. But we know Jade Cargill will have to get replaced in this. So let's just say right here, right now, this is the spot you type in either, if she's ready, Charlotte fucking Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or, which is going to probably be the obvious, you probably type in Bayley here. What you think about that with them having to replace her right here? Because frankly,
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler.
Good take.
Tell me.
Honestly, because Naomi's on the team, I can see that. I can honestly see that because I can't think of anybody else as far as coming back wise. There's Becky, Charlotte, and Alexa. So between those three, anybody else on the roster is probably just going to be thrown on there. So I can see it being Bayley.
I like Io Sky. Io Sky is like I know that when her music hits, it gets me excited. But
I like her entrance for sure.
Yeah, I like to see something happen here. But I like the course, like the new BGM side, Rhea's them side win this. I just don't think they will. I'm going with, which I don't see why Liv Morgan is the lead, because to me, Nia Jax is the most unstoppable force in wrestling. But Liv Morgan nonetheless is here. I think Liv Morgan's team wins, despite them having Candice LeRae on their team. All right. You agree with that as well. And then we get the Bloodline versus the Bloodline. I've been saying it, Vaughn, for a year, and every which way I can come up with. One life to live, blood in, blood out. We only have one bloodline to live. I can't come up to me, and my brother's keeper. I had to still dice his name this week because he had what was that show on Saturday? It was like Cult of Personality Bloodline or some shit. That's the Bloodline of Cult of Personality. This show come on Saturday. Like, you get all the fancy names. Stop that. So I did Swagger Jack their title and put it in a better format, in my opinion, for that. But CM Punk being added to this match. We spoke about it, Honeybee. We got to get up out of here. I do not think the original Bloodline should win this Survivor Series. I think The Rock does show up.
Yeah.
I need The Rock to show up. Yeah. Y'all made a big deal out of Bad Blood. You've made now a big deal out of Survivor Series, even more again. Such a big deal. Little tidbit, guys. I am going to make sure I am watching this and doing a show on this weekend. Don't know how. Stand by. There will be a post show on Survivor Series. Okay.
Yeah.
But I still think the new Bloodline wins this. I kind of think they have to win this. And I'm okay with it because Roman and the Usos, including CM Punk, are all goated.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't need this.
Yeah.
But if they win, whatever, I'm not mad. I just think I'm picking the new Bloodline. Who you got winning this one, Honeybee?
I feel like if the OG Bloodline loses, it makes the storyline better. So I do think they do need to lose. I think they need to lose.
Yeah.
I don't think they might lose. I think they need to lose just to make the storyline better. Because if you make the storyline better, you can blame the issue on Jay. You can blame it on Sammy. You can blame it on CM Punk. You can all blame it on Roman, saying that he wasn't being a good leader. You could throw Jimmy in there and saying like, well, he's just the oddball, or he's just in the middle, so he really don't give a fuck. Like, it's so much you can do if they lose. If they win, it's like, I don't know. Because they separate and CM Punk goes after the title, and then that's it. It's like, no, we need more drama. We need more drama.
For sure.
So I don't think they'll win, but if they do, But no, like you said, I think The Rock is going to show up this weekend for sure. He has to. He's got to. That definitely do something to the show for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
But very, very good show. Appreciate your time. Jeffrey, check in before we go ahead and get out of here. It makes more sense The Rock shows up because he's debuts at Survivor Series in 1996. I say this as well about The Rock showing up, period. I've said from the beginning, I think this is Rock's bloodline. I think The Rock is behind the whole thing, not just Solo, for Solo go on his own. So he'll say they're tired of this. I can't get tired of something that, again, if you go out here and you watch The Penguin, you take your time to go watch Gladiator 2 because you understand, yes, they're buying up IPs, but as long as the story matches and makes sense, I can go rock with it. This isn't them remaking some of the horrible things they've done with like the Acolyte on the Star Wars series. They have continued, even when they've kind of lessened the storyline, it's always got picked back up. Everybody wants to go off to the terminology that Roman and Paul used at that we're in the bottom of the seventh inning right now. No, it's a whole new ball game. I've told you, it's a whole new ball game right now that we're dealing with. And I think once The Rock got involved in that changed the trajectory of the story. I still think we need to get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. We supposed to got it this year, but you already know what it is. The Kobe Crybabies was bitching and moaning and bitching, so we didn't get it. Okay, that's where this all has to come to a head to. I love it. Everyone wants to say, well, go back to Rock and Cody. I don't need Rock and Cody. I need Rock versus Roman before this shit is too late.
Yeah, I agree.
The Acolyte was good. Dennis, I'm sorry, and I really do say this with all due respect. Just a second. What were you watching? Like my son and I, and again, to each their own, right? I'm just saying, I watched it every week when it came on, and it got Dumb and Dumber. And actually, I thought Dumb and Dumber, the TV show, was better than The Acolyte. And I like a lot of the stuff that we didn't like. Like, I love Kenobi. I thought Kenobi was very good done, good. But Acolyte, whew, you vote for me because I saw you on the show Saturday, Charmaine, saying that you had Katie's vote. I thought you was my number one. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, Charmaine. You know what I mean? Ain't like I'm ever gonna know, but you supposed to at least say and stay loyal to me on every single show. Mike's that guy. Come on, Charmaine, ride with me. All right. I also like the Acolyte. I ain't talking about the Acolytes. I ain't talking about Ron Simmons. And JBL. No, I'm talking about the damn TV show. But you're right. Let me get up out of here, Honey B. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Guys, listen, do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. Because I do. And don't love God. That's crazy. And as always, thank you for being here. Without you, we could not do it. And I mean that from the bottom and actually the top of my heart, because y'all already know what it is. That's all I'm saying. We out of here, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Peace the fuck out.
You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Flex Radio, got 'em listening.